I'm Alex Sims alongside Scott Barboza, and we are here from ESPN Boston High School at Harvard Stadium for the Division I LAX Finals. Xaverian jumps to a 2-0 lead in the first. Senior Eric Backus with the first one here with 3:31 to go in the first. Xaverian doubles their lead. Jack Wheeler with the score brings it to 2-0 after one. In the second, Xaverian with a commanding lead, but later Lincoln-Sudbury cuts the lead in half. Goals by senior Dan Delaney and freshman Harlem Smart. LS scores early in the third, but Xaverian responds right back. Wheeler lays one in again, his second goal of the night, giving the Hawks a 6-4 lead with 8:16 left. Late in the third, LS senior midfielder Chris Giorgio nets one with an assist by junior Greg Roeder. LS now only down by 2 heading into the fourth, but that was as close as they could get. Xaverian with back-to-back goals in the fourth, and then there was no looking back for the Hawks. Wheeler with his fourth, and Eric Backus with the final goal of the night. Xaverian goes on to win the Division I state championship title. Now, Scott, this is new and different. Xaverian, the new champion, and we're not used to this.
Well, I mean, you start off first time in 11 years, a team not named Duxbury doesn't show up to this stage. I think you see Lincoln-Sudbury, the team that most of us, including myself, thought would win this game tonight, goes down in defeat. So, I wrote, a couple of weeks ago, on Twitter and some passing thoughts just saying that, I think we've kind of entered into the realm of a little bit of parity in MIAA lacrosse. And not to say that, Xaverian and Lincoln-Sudbury are definitely teams that have been on this stage before, but you're not going to see, I don't think, any teams making consecutive year runs like we have seen in Duxbury. Because, again, let's not lose perspective. That's a pretty remarkable accomplishment for a public school team in particular to run the table like that. And I think what we saw unfold here tonight is a good thing overall. And let's talk about Xaverian, because they're the reason, obviously, we're going down this path here. BC High, the team that beats Duxbury down there in a riveting game, perhaps the game of the year anywhere in this country in high school lacrosse, that nobody saw coming. BC beats them. They seem to have a lot of momentum coming off of that game. And then last week in the semifinals, they go into Xaverian, and Xaverian outlasts them in a very tough game. Of course, a Catholic Conference rival there, always a tough game. So Xaverian had to earn each step of the way to get here. They beat Needham, a team that was a finalist here again last year with Duxbury, a very tough team in their own regard. So Xaverian got here through a very tough path. So I think that's very admirable, and never mind saying that the way that they came here tonight, and the most impressive part to me was the way they really took it, stealing a page from the Bruins in their last couple of performances, really putting the gas down to start the game. Coming out and getting LS behind the 8 ball a little bit. They get to 3-0 before LS, takes a timeout. They kind of try to get their deck in order a little bit. But at that point, you could kind of feel the momentum coming, especially Backus. You mentioned Wheeler with 4 goals here tonight. I thought they were terrific in the offensive half. But also, I really thought the player of the game was Jay Porbet.
This kid was just on fire tonight.
Yeah, a kid that we've obviously been watching here for the last couple of years. He was on a preseason All-State team. If you look back, I think a known commodity to everybody in the Catholic Conference, but I think, coming in with the performance here tonight, I think everybody in the state is going to know who Jack Wheeler is after tonight.
Great. And for more, log on to ESPN Boston High School.